Alright, here we are with another deck. This time we are playing a Decidueye deck with the new Decidueye card and Pheromosa. So this deck is a huge sniper deck. Decidueye is able to do 70 damage to any of your opponent's Pokemon, and of course the Decidueye EX will do 100 damage to one that is damaged. So Pheromosa will be able to do 20 damage to any of your opponent's Pokemon as well, and it will be a good setup for Decidueye EX. Besides that, we just have some of these support cards and Pokemon tools, nothing too fancy. Let's see if we can win a few games. Alright, so we start with just a Rowlet in hand, so we'll have to play it. We're against a Darkrai Giratina deck, I suppose. Alright, so yeah, it is a Darkrai Giratina deck. We have the Rowlet, and ooh, okay, we do get a Pheromosa. I think Pokemon Communications our other Rowlet into another Pheromosa. Yep, there we go. And then play it. Let's see, he can't do any damage yet, so let's skill dive the Darkrai just to get 30 damage actually. That's pretty good. Alright, so we have a healed Darkrai and Rowlet with only 40 HP left. Let's Professor's Research. Let's see if we can get a rare candy. Alright. And that means we rare candy Decidueye. So let's play him and put an energy on there, of course. And we can use Razor Leaf. Sadly, we can't use Pierce the Pain. So we deal 100 damage. That's pretty nice. Alright, so he got another 20 HP, which means that we can't use Pheromosa actually to knock him out. I was kind of trying to see if we could do that somehow. Well, a Pokeball is not going to do anything because we have the other Rowlet. Let's see. So I think what we want to do here is just knock out the active Darkrai. However, Giratina is going to be able to do 130, of course, so let's Leaf Cape plus Erica. So there we go. That is at least something. And then let's put an energy on the Pheromosa. I think we just Razor Leaf, so Darkrai is knocked out. He's going to put in his Giratina, probably. And then we'll maybe swap it out to a Pheromosa. What I'm thinking here. Let's try maybe snipe the Darkrai. Alright, so he is down to 130. Of course we can do 100 damage with Pierce the Pain. So he would go down to 30 HP. If he then uses Chaotic Impact, he goes down to 10. But I suppose he has healing, which is kinda the annoying part. So what we could do is just swap out to Pheromosa. I think that is what we are gonna do here. So let's do that. So do 20 damage to both Giratina and Darkrai. And then next turn we can swap into Decidueye again if he attacks with Giratina. Otherwise we just keep doing damage with Pheromosa. Alright, so he healed his Giratina again, which means that he now has 120 HP. But it also means that he doesn't have any more healing, I think. So let's put in the other Pheromosa, since he only has 1 point still. That's Mars actually, so he gets only 2 cards. Then we can put the energy on Decidueye and use Jump Loose again for another 20 damage on both. So they both have 100 HP. So if he wants to survive, he needs to use 2 capes or 2 potions or something. Or Cyrus or Sabrina would work as well, of course. Alright, so he didn't have it, so that's great. That means he conceded and we win the game. Let's go. Alright, so of course we start with a Pheromosa here. Or against an electric type deck, so this might be, yeah, it is a Tapu Koko deck. Might be a little bit of a harder game to play. We do have a Rowlet plus Rare Candy, so that is pretty nice. Another Pheromosa, okay. So yeah, we play that, and then he is gonna do 20 damage plus, gets an energy. Alright, so we can do 20 damage to Tapu Koko and something else. We of course have to Rare Candy Decidueye here. The problem is that his Tapu Koko is able to knock out anything that I put in here. So yeah, I think we just do 20 to this Tapu Koko and Zeraora. So we both are damaged and our Decidueye will be able to do damage to both. Then he will knock out my Pheromosa and we can swap in to the older Pheromosa, which will tank another hit. And then with Decidueye we have to do something else. Yeah, sure, we put in the other Pheromosa, that's fine. Actually helps us a little bit here. Okay, so he knocks him out. We play the other Pheromosa here. So that's good. And then we can stack some energies on our Decidueye. We can also Pokeball to get the Rowlet in case he has another Repel. So let's play that. Use Jump Boost again. Let's do 20 damage to Zeraora again. So both are in range of Decidueye for him to knock them out. Okay, so he does heal his Tapu Koko, which means that it is outside of kill range now. And Pheromosa gets knocked out, so okay, what we'll have to do here is put in Decidueye, of course. Decidueye can do 100 damage to Tapu Koko. And we still have an Erica, so we use Pierce the Pain on Tapu Koko and knock him out next turn, basically. We will take 90 damage here. So we're down to 80. So let's see if we can manage this. Okay, so he does 90 damage, yep, there we go. Now, okay, let's evolve into Dartrix. Let's use Erica for some healing. Here we go. And then, let's see. I think we could also knock out the Zeraora here, but I'm not sure if it is useful. This guy does 50. This guy, flip a coin if heads during your opponent's next turn, prevent all damage from. Not too bad actually. Let's just knock out this Tapu Koko here. Okay, so he goes into a Luxio, which can deal 40 damage. Maybe his Rocket Grunt. Okay, so he doesn't get heads, so we win the game here. He does 40, we can do 100 to the Zeraora and we're done. Okay, so yeah, he concedes. So that's another win. This deck is doing pretty okay. Alright, so we're against another grass type deck. It is a Sprigatito. So that's interesting. Alright, so you have nothing to play besides Leaf Cape here, sadly. So yeah, let's do that and then use Jump Loose for 20 damage on both Sprigatitos. That's not too bad at least. Oh, he already concedes. Okay, well, that is another win, I guess. Alright, we're against a metal type deck. This probably is Solgaleo, I think. Yeah, it is. Okay. Alright, so we Pokeball into a Pheromosa, I think. No, a Rowlet actually. And then Leaf Cape. We still need a rare candy. Okay, so yeah, he put in some stuff. He could have a rare candy into Solgaleo, and then we are pretty much done. But let's see if he does have it, because if he doesn't, then we have a chance to win, of course. Alright, so yeah, he did get a Solgaleo, so this game looks pretty bad right now. At least for now. Maybe we can actually save it with rare candy. Even if we get a rare candy, actually, we don't save this here. I think we're just done. So yeah, let's concede. Alright, so we play Rowlet again, of course. We're against another grass type deck. Using Pheromosa, alright. Ooh, okay. A Iono gives us Dartrix, Decidueye, alright, and a rare candy actually. Not bad. Alright, so we just do a skill dive and let's put a Leaf Cape on here. Just for fun. Or well, not for fun, but just to actually have a little bit of HP. Use 10 damage on the Combi, and that is it. Alright, so both of our guys got 20 damage on them. Let's rare candy the Decidueye, so we can knock out this Pheromosa. We can also knock out the Combi if we wanted to. Let's also play Dartrix, use Professor's Research, maybe we get something useful. Gazma, Professor's Research. Alright, let's Razor Leaf, knock out this Pheromosa first. Alright, so he flips and we get rid of our energy, so that is a bit annoying. So now we have to stack energies again. Let's Professor's Research, see if we can get anything. Pheromosa. Maybe we play Pheromosa anyways. Just swap it out, I guess. So we can do some damage to this boss wall. So of course 140 HP is not gonna be easy to get through. So yeah, let's put in one of our Pheromosa. This guy has put one random basic Pokemon from your deck into your bench. Alright. Ooh, and there's a Celesteela. That is going to be a little bit annoying. Alright. So he swapped into Celesteela. This time we are just gonna do 20 damage to the boss wall, I think. Although actually it doesn't. The Celesteela has 100 HP left, right? So we could have just tried knocking out the Combi, I think. Sabrina into the other Pheromosa, I guess. Alright, so he puts another energy on the boss wall. Let's see. Okay, so he does 30 damage, of course. Nothing too bad yet. Let's also play the other Decidueye. And then right now, let's use Jump Blues again. But this time let's do damage to the Combi actually. Try and knock it out. Alright, so he uses Big Beat, my Pheromosa dies. We can just swap into our other Pheromosa. Knock out the Combi here. To get another point, and then we put energies on our Decidueye. Let's put a Leaf Cape on the other one and use Jump Blues again to knock out the Combi, and then next turn we should be able to win either by knocking out Bossweed, Boss Wall, or the Celesteela. Alright, so he Pokemon Center's Lady, so he does get a little bit of HP here. and uses punch. But of course we can still win because we can put in our Decidueye. So let's do that. Use retreat into Decidueye and get another. Oh wait, no, I used Razor Leaf. I was supposed to use the other one, of course. Okay, he Rocket Grunts and gets no head, so we are okay. Our mistake isn't gonna cost us the game, I think. Yeah, no, it doesn't. Okay, so that's good. So we can just pierce the pain, the Celesteela, and we should still be okay. So there we go, that's another win. This deck is doing pretty okay, actually. Already 3 wins, 1 loss. Alright, so we play another Rowlet. We're against the new Poipole deck. That is a poison deck. Alright, so he plays quite a lot of cards here. We have Skill Dive. Let's see if we can get a... Okay, Dartrix, okay. But we can also do this. We could get a Pheromosa, but there's like 3 Decidueye that we can get here. There is 1. Alright, that's good. So we Skill Dive the Darkrai. Nihilego has 70 HP, so our Decidueye will be able to knock it out, actually. Ooh, okay, so he does a red card. That is sad. Dartrix, though. At least we get something. Ooh, okay, so he has 2 Nihilegos now. So if he gets a poison, we are gonna get damaged for 30, which we are gonna get poisoned. Actually, we lose the game here. Because we take 40 damage plus 30 poison. Wow. Okay. Well, that can happen, of course. I still think this deck is pretty good, so if you want to play it, I would recommend playing it. Have fun with it. It is a nice sniper deck. Yeah. See you later.